Boof Frye looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And now Boof Frye.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball, that's down. In the dirt, blocked.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Jones at first, 1 gone. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Christian Pache. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Frye goes to second for 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Guardians. Boof Frye will hit next. Frye having a lot more success on the road this season. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that King Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. There's the strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Ripped to right. Base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Christian Pache. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Frye over at second, 1 down. There's a swing and a drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, safe. It's 3-1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
No outs. Runner on second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Frye, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner. 3-0. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Runner at first with no outs here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. Christian Pache, the next to hit for the Angels. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Frye played well enough in the win. Singled and drew a couple of walks.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
So bases all loaded up. Frye now at the plate. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one's in there. 2-1 now.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
At the belt and fires. And that one missing low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hard hit, base hit. One runs in. Here comes the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 2-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's the second baseman.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
That one hit to right. It's going to fall for a hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline. And they lead by 3. Here's Christian Pache. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that one handled. 1 and 2nd. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Angels 3 and the Guardians nothing. Here's Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Man at 2nd. Hot shot to 3rd. And he beats it. He's safe. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Ball.
You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well. DeLauder makes the grab, 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping up for the Guardians, Leo DeVries. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across, the throw to 3rd. He's in there. Runner scores from 2nd as they get 1 back.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Cantillo back to work. Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one moves his feet.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. In the air, left field, down the line. Vierling makes his way towards it, hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. That one felt good. His 4th home run of the season. It's 9-8. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So in now for the Angels, Boof, Frye. He's already homered in this game. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Drops it at second, and everybody's safe. Wow.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And a swing and a miss there.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. And down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Frye was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
And next for the Angels, Boof, Frye. Homered last night, added another hit as well. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Frye goes 5 feet 9 inches in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2024. Right through there for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, out towards left center. And there's 2 down. Second and third, 2 down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. 1 run is in. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's the second baseman. Neto on third. Frye on at first with 2 down. Swing and a ball popped up. Bazana on his way over, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Angels 7 and the Guardians 4. 1 out, bases empty.
Third baseman, Frye.
You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. 1 down, bases empty. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
Now back, the second baseman,
Here's the second baseman. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Now 1 out to right. Noel brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just...
Ciccone throws over. Frye back on a dive. Flares it into the outfield. And that'll fall for a base hit. And out to a board. Stone Garrett, the next to hit.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
One ball.
In the dirt.
Strikes.
Line drive. And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
1 out. Runner at second. Shea Langoliers digs in for the Guardians. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
This to third. Throws to first in time. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Ball one there.
You know, these Angels, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Foul ball there. Swing and a pop-up. Bazzana makes the play, and there's 1 down. 1 down. Stepping in, Jhonkensy Noel.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. That's to third. Frye gets it to first, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Man at first, nobody out. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Just missed. That one misses, and that's ball 3. in there for a strike at the top of the zone. And ball four, two aboard.
Take your base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the second baseman. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. O'Neill hauls it in. And there's two away.
Now back to the right fielder.
First and second, two outs. Stone Garrett, the next to hit for the Angels. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. Two left on. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Frye did a good job in the win.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Boof, Frye, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back here in Pittsburgh, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Boof, Frye. Skeens back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
You know, these Angels definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
One out, base is empty.
Third base, Boof.
Boo, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Cruz makes the catch. Two down.
Now at second base.
Two outs, base is empty.
Third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. That one at triple digits.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss, and the count is even 2-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Into center. Brings it in with a nice run and grab. And that's the 3rd out. And here's Adley Rutschman.
The goal is to give your teammate a chance to score from third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off the throw. Safe! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. 1-run game here at the top of the 9th. Just missed.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Outside low, and the count now 2-0. With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the 9th. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Pirates strand the tying run on base to win it. Frye had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Well, Boog,
here's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
On the ground to third. Oh, great grab on the dive. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out.
third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Boof Frye at the plate and takes high there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Next pitch is outside. Jones, the base runner at first with one out. Line drive and foul ball. On the ground to short, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one, and that's two. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Angels. So, runner at second, 2 down. Next is the Pirates DH, Liover Peguero.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Hard hit left side. Whips it across, and that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th. Angels 2 and the Pirates 1. 2 outs, base is empty.
The third baseman, Boof, Frye.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Missed inside with the curve. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that is that. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Man at second. Ripped to third. They limit the damage here. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 4 and the Angels 2. 1 out, base is empty.
Third baseman, Boof.
Soto, multi-time All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And it's fouled away.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
We only saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball.
So up next, Boof Frye.
Boof, Frye.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Reynolds trying to get there. Makes the grab. Runners tag up from second and third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
First and second, 2 down. And that's in there at the knees.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2 with the count.
Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Two outs. Headed towards the corner. Reynolds on the run. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Two aboard, 2 outs. That one missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 on, 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. And the lead is up to 5.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So in now for the Angels, Ben Wertvet. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Now snap throw to first.
No, he's in
Frye
there.
back on a dive. Here comes the 0-1. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Angels 5 and the Pirates nothing. So the lineup flips over. So here's Horner now. Swing and a ground ball. Frye. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. Angels 5 and the Pirates 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Max Fried will go to work. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And the batter now, Boof, Frye. This one in the air. Triolo squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Gloves it on the dive, throw to first, and they get the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Frye had a decent showing in this one.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense.
Boof, Frye looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Xavier Edwards up now for the Brewers. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. The throw is late, and he's on at first. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Holman back to work. Pitch in the dirt. 1-0.
Ball.
And another ball. And a pitch.
Aye.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That's hard hit on the line. Chorio makes a nice running catch.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
The third baseman, Boof, Frye.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Noda over at second. Jones at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a line drive. Base hit out of the center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at third. So it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So they're all loaded up. Here's the second baseman. All loaded up here in the bottom of the 6th. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 7th inning coming up. Angels 4 and the Brewers 2. And now Blake Perkins. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th. Now the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Stevenson back to work. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a base hit on the line. Mansingy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
No outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman. And now it's 1-2. Runner takes off, and he pops up the bunt. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Throw behind the runner, they've got him doubled off. Back in Anaheim, all set for the start of the inning. And now Xavier Edwards. Hard hit to third. In plenty of time to first. 1 away in the top half of the 10th. Two outs, but the winning run is at first.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With the winning run on at first, we are in the 11th. Way out front for strike two.
He
No
finds
ball,
himself
two
in a
strikes.
tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ryan Mountcastle digs in now. Man at second. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. It's in and out of his glove. And he'll pull into second safely.
Comes through with the RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. So the tying run at second, and that one is lifted in the air. Frye brings it in, and there's one down. One out, runner at second. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit for the Angels. Line drive, base hit. Around third. The throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. All square at 7.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here's the third baseman, Boof, Frye. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Winning run is at first here in the bottom of the 13th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Perkins under it. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. One down, runner at third. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. On the ground to the left. Play at the plate. Got him.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
Back here at Angel Stadium, leading off, number 92.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. One away.
Now batting, the 17th. McCarthy.
One out, runner at second. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. Pickoff throw. Back in safe, really close. A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw, and he's safe. Tie ball game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
Well, Boo, I can think of prettier ways to get your first win on the mound in the majors. He'll have some work to do after the blown save, but a win is a win. Congrats to him on this career milestone.
Sal Frye now at the plate. Camargo at second. Terang at first. One gone. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Camargo headed for the plate. He scores, and the Brewers even it up. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. So in now for the Angels, Boof, Frye. Cease back to work. Line to left. Fair ball.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
Tied up here in the early going. Now move to first, and he's back in safely. Another move to first, and they're keeping him close. And that's disengagement number 2. The 3-1. Runner on the go. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second. No outs. Now it's going to be Jake McCarthy. In the dirt, blocked. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. On the ground, 2 ball. Camargo toss to second, on to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time. And next for LA, Stone Garrett.
Keep an eye on this at bat, because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time. Inning over. 1 hit, 1 left. Go ahead run on base. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. On the ground, Frye. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. One out, base is empty. Frye goes 5 feet 9 inches, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2024. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
First pitch misses. And there's a ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Neto leads off second with one gone in the inning. Line drive. Perkins snags it for the second out.
Now back, second baseman.
First and second, one out. This is Bryce Terang. This to third, Frye. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Frye had a rough go of it in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results.
Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings it across, and that is that. The Angels are gone in order. They're down 4-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Savage back to work. And that's a fair ball. Here's the second baseman.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to.
Savage over to first. Frye dives back in safely.
Get down.
Liner, base hit. And now two aboard.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Could be a chance.
Savage checks the runner, and he's back in safely. And that'll load the bases. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Close play there.
I understand the base is loaded. Start licking your chops thinking you can hit a 4-bagger, but really have to be disciplined and not let the pitcher off the hook.
So bases loaded with one away. Ariano will hit next. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. And that misses. And that's ball one. And that one off the outside edge. Right through there for a strike. Noda leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now time called at the plate.
Time.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Frye, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Line drive, base hit.
Now back, second baseman.
1 down. Now it's the second baseman. Step off throw to first. Throws it away. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, right side, Terang. Here's Edwards for 1. Throw to first, safe.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact.
Frye had a decent showing in the loss.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad.
Boof Frye is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. He'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. 2 on, 1 out. And now for the Twins, Walker Jenkins. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around third. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. 1-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
1 down, runner at first. Boof Frye digs in now.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First offering, and it just misses. Jones, the base runner at first with 1 out. That's a strike, and now it's even 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Rodriguez on the move. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. And now pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swing and a ground ball. Slides for the stop. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Walker Jenkins, the next Twin up to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, to try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Hit weakly on the ground. Throws across the diamond. That's it out. Man at first, 1 away.
Third baseman, Boof.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Righty delivers.
1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
This to third. Tosses across to first. Yeah, they get the out. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Hudson back to work. That one close, rule the ball. And that is ball one.
You know, these Angels putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And there's a foul ball. That's down and in.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Out towards right center field. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here's the Angels catcher, Ben Wertvet. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. To third, might be 2. Keyshaw for 1. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Frye stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Nolan Arenado. Bunting for a hit. Frye whips it across, and they get the leadoff man of the night.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone who's playing back, you assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Just missed. Man at second. Just off the inside edge. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires across the diamond, and that's the 3rd out. 2 on, 2 outs.
Third baseman, Frye.
That clips the corner.
That big curve inside is a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Here comes a pitch. In the air, left side. Seymour should have this one. He's got it, and that's the inning. One down. Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit. Bunts it in the air. Frye makes the grab. Out number 2. And we're back. Down the third baseman, Boof, Frye. Ober back to work. Foul ball there.
You know, these Angels looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. That one missed.
2-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's down and away.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Three and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the second baseman. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And the runner holds. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Christian Pache. Throw over to first. Frye dives back in safely. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Correa to second. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So 2 down. Boof, Frye, the next to hit for the Angels. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
2 outs. And that one is downstairs. 3-1.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now it's the second baseman. The tying run at the plate. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Frye had a decent showing in the loss. One out, runner at second. Wallner getting ready to hit. Rip towards third. Throw to first in time. Two outs, runner at first. And next for LA, Boof, Frye. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Runner takes off. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get them going a little bit.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 2.
Strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The pitch. Hit on the ground to short. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit. Runner at second, nobody out. That's in for a strike.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
No outs, runner on second. On the ground to third. Arenado to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Back to the top of the order now. Teddy Seymour, the next Twin up to hit. On the ground to third. Frye. And that'll do it. Back in Anaheim, bottom of the 7th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Boof, Frye. Frye back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. Jose Alvarado, the left-hander, up and throwing. Fulmer also getting ready. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That's to third. Boots it. Still manages a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
First and second, 2 outs. Delgado will hit next. High fly ball, right field. Jenkins settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. 1 out, runner at second. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Tying run at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rodriguez rounds third, headed for the plate. Play at the plate, save, and it's a 1-run ball game. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Frye had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
Well, at least they got the win, Boog. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood right now. The coaching staff.